Welcome back. We know Denver is full of history, but you do have to know where to find it, and it helps to know exactly what you're looking at, right? So the city has a host of walking tours covering different areas and buildings. Allison is here with Historic Denver to talk more about them this morning. So Allison, there's a lot to cover here in the next couple of minutes. We want to start with the different types of tours that people can take. Break those down for us, please.
Yeah, absolutely. Our kind of classic tours include Lower Downtown,
Right.
Capitol Hill, and then the Daniels and Fisher Clock Tower. But over the years, we've expanded to grow to a number of Denver's kind of like unique and historic neighborhoods like Potter Highlands, Curtis Park, Baker.
I know it's hard to pick a favorite, and maybe you don't have a favorite, but I do want to ask you, is there one that sticks out to you, one that you really enjoy?
It is hard for me to pick because I love them all. They're all amazing. I will say the view from the top of the Daniels and Fisher Clock Tower is particularly stunning. And if a lot of Denverites have never been up there, so it's such a treat to kind of go up there,
Right.
Soak in the views, think about what it looked like in 1911 when it was completed, and then also look at the historic buildings in other parts of the city that you can see from up there.
I'm sure way more people have gone past it than have actually gone up into it. So that's some great advice right there. How about some tips for taking these walking tours? As many as you think are appropriate.
Okay, yeah. I love to share some of our tips. One of my favorites is to get to know your guide. All of our tours are led by guides that have their own area of expertise, and we encourage them to kind of play up their passion. So you're not on some kind of rote tour, you're on a tour with somebody that really cares about what they're telling you. And then the questions that you ask will guide them in terms of what they share with you.
I took a lot of college tours with my kids, and they were so annoyed by how many questions I was asking the guide, but that was like my favorite part.
Exactly. There's a reason you chose to go with a person, right? A knowledgeable person through the tours.
We do have some time here to talk about other ways that people can get to know the city a little bit better. So can you explain some of those?
Yeah, definitely. So like the walking tours are really just such a great way because you slow down, you see buildings that, like you were saying, you've probably passed a billion times but never really looked closely at. And then our tours kind of marry that concept of like the architecture and the built environment with the history of the city. So really creating this story that's really still present in so much of our built environment. And then we did talk a little bit about the Daniels and Fisher Clock Tower and the fact that there are self-guided tours there. So those are, I would say, two of the best ways to kind of explore the city.
It wouldn't be nice of us to let you go without explaining how people can get more information on these walking tours. So here's the opportunity. How can people get on board with these?
Yeah, so if you go to historicdenver.org, you'll see our full list of tours and events. It's a great way to see what tours happening today as well as in a few weeks. I think as the temperature continues to get more and more lovely, fall in Denver is probably my favorite season. It's such a great time to get on a walking tour, and historicdenver.org will have that full schedule.
See, I always appreciate it when an organization has an easy website to remember. Allison with Historic Denver. The website again is historicdenver.org. Thanks for being here.